I think for sure there are periods of your life where you just have to decide that is enough is enough. And when you get to that enough is enough moment, that is when you're able to tune in to that most powerful version of yourself. When you get to that moment, you said, no more, no more. I am so sick and tired of blank. What is it that you're so sick and tired of? Because if things are not happening for you, it feels like things are not happening for you right now, this should be your wake up call. There should be an awakening happening within you that says, I'm so sick and tired of this. I am no longer available for it. I'm tired of being an energetic match for this. And when you get to that point, what will happen inside of you, you're able to dig in deep and say, I'm done. I'm so over this blank. So over my financial situation, so over this job, so over this relationship, whatever that is for you. How do I then take this, not allow it to crumble me? Because oftentimes what we do is something happens to us and we go into fear. Instead, take that part of you that says no more. God, use this moment to help me enter in to and activate the vision of me that has always been possible. That woman inside of me that I've dreamt of, the one who's speaking on stages for some of you, the one who has her own business, the one who is circulating mass amounts of wealth, the one who has multiple businesses, whatever that is for you. How do I take this, channel it, so that way it actually becomes my motivator instead of allowing that to crumble you? Because there has been periods of my life where I said enough is enough, no more. I'm no longer available for that. Okay. So I remember, I'm going to actually give you an example that has to do more so in a relationship. This is with my husband. And I remember we would get into these, like, it wasn't really heated arguments. We were never that couple who like fought and like get really, like, sometimes we'll have like moments like that. But for the most part, what was happening, and I noticed this pattern was, and we both came from, lineages where for my husband, it was no one talks about their emotions, right? It was so many periods of silence. You kind of shut down. And then I came very much so from a similar dynamic where my biological father would, things get hard, you leave. That was kind of his life's motto. Things gets hard, you leave. You don't like something, you take off, you book it, right? And so you can only imagine the limiting beliefs that came out of that for me. And so I remember so vividly, we were living in a rental at the time, and we were renting a house, and the marriage was so similar to that, where I had a conversation with my husband. Something needed to change. And I love my husband so deeply and so powerfully, so much, honor that man so much, because he said, whatever it takes. And that was the starting point of us healing that relationship, was you have to get it to a certain point where you notice the pattern and you're like, no more. We're done with this. We're done with, you're upset with me, and now you're going to give me this on the trauma. You're not going to talk about it. And then I get activated, right? My nervous system's activated. Why does it get activated? Because of an abandonment wound. He's shutting down. He's going to leave. I better leave first. How do I protect myself? So what did I do in those situations? I literally would check my bank account. Do I have enough money? Like, do I have enough money to support myself if he leaves, or if I leave, whatever the case? That was my stress response every single time, because of my lineage, because of what I inherited. And so we had to do a lot of healing together to end that cycle. And so for you, it could be your relationship where you're like, enough is enough. I'm done with this. How do we then move forward? You have to get to that point and not allow it to crumble you, but allow that part of you that is so sick and tired of whatever it is, so done, so over it. And this is what I'm going to do differently. I'm no longer available for it, because this is what I notice happens. It could be relationship, it could be your financial situation, whatever that is. And we go, I'm so sick of this. And then we settle. I'm so sick of this, but I'm still willing to put up with that behavior. I'm so sick of this, and I'm willing to still accept that for myself. I'm so sick of not doing all this thing for my business and still not getting clients. But then we don't actually change our behavior, because instead we allow that to cause us to begin crumbling. We allow the self-doubt to enter in. And so one of the tools that I talk about all the time is emotional freedom technique. I use that to help clear whatever's coming up. So that way I'm freed up, I'm cleared up to actually make the decision from my most, like my activated state. It's like, I'm so over, I'm no longer available for that. So done with this. God, reveal to me what my next steps are. I'm willing to do the work, because oftentimes we're not willing to do the work because we're comfortable. We're not willing to have the hard conversations because we're scared. And so for me, it's not by my strength, but God, by your strength, help activate this piece of me that I have never practiced before, so I can have the healing conversations that need to take place. So that way I rise my standards, right? We raise our standards up. And I say, this is what I'm available for. And I'll have those hard conversations with myself where I'm self-coaching. I said, no, you are a daughter of the King Most High. This is not what you're settling for. This is no longer available to you. If that is no longer available to me, God, help reveal to me what my next steps are, because I know what's available, but I don't know the steps I have to take. Help me with the how. I just need the first step, and that's it. Because you have to be, when I talk about our standards, law of expectancy, you get out of life what you expect. You have to stop settling for less than that. So I would say things to myself, and I want you to practice that. Stand in front of the mirror. No more. I'm unavailable for this. Instead, this is what I'm available for. You need clarity on that. I always say, if you need clarity on that, drop into the body, allow that to lead, clear any emotions that's coming up. And I always lead it with prayer. So that way God helps direct my steps. Because I need wisdom. I need guidance. But I don't want that from another human being who is limited in also their perspective. I want that from my Creator, who knows all, who sees all, who wants the best for me, who wants the best for his daughter, who wants the best for you. And so you get to a point where you say, no more. I'm unavailable for this. God, reveal to me what my next steps are. And I will do my part. I'm open and willing to do my part, because no more. I'm so done with this. I'm tired of being broke, tired of living paycheck to paycheck, tired of whatever it is that you're going through, that you're experiencing. And I'm open and willing to do my part, so that way I can experience whatever it is, an abundant life, a fruitful marriage, a fruitful business, more abundance, more clients in my business, a business that works for me instead of one that depletes me, one that takes from me. I know it's possible because you have revealed that vision to me, and I'm holding on to that vision. So guide my next steps, reveal what that looks like. I don't want to lead my next steps. I want to trust you in it and co-create this together. That's the prayer I have. And so if you're in a situation, no matter what it is, you get to a point where you say, enough is enough. That enoughness moment is what's going to activate that part of you that is no longer available for. You know you're still available for something when A month from now, a year from now, you're still in the exact same situation, a year older. The environment may have changed a little bit. The relationship still looks the same. Your bank account still looks the same. The business still looks the same. That's when you know you're still an energetic match for what it is that you don't want. Instead, how do I raise my standards so I become an energetic match for what it is that I desire? That is what I want for you. So, with that being said, I invite you to activate that part of you that tunes in that says, enough is enough, so over it, so done with this. God, reveal to me what my next steps are. What will you have me do? And I'm willing to do my part to make it happen. All right, friends, I will catch you in the next video.